Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
We got the hell out of Dodge.
Big time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's it. I remember listening to that episode of the podcast in particular. I mean, sorry to do a clip show, but I remember listening to that particular episode and thinking, oh man, I'm so jealous because I could picture the beer cellar and I could picture wandering around Munich and of course the very humbling and serious experience of visiting Dachau as well. I think that's something, as you said, everyone has to really make an effort to do. But at the same time, I was thinking, make the most of it. Make the most of your summer because, as you say, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Yeah.
That's a good mantra. That's a mantra we should live by for sure.
One of my favourite Huey Lewis quotes. I'm sure he didn't come up with it, but he's definitely got a song with it. Yeah. Fantastic. So, Greg, what's your summer dream?
Okay. So for me, I am missing massively having people around my house. I love having Thanksgiving, Easter dinner, Christmas dinner, whatever I can sort of make an excuse for to fill my small flat with as many people as it can fit.
St. George's Day dinner.
St. George's Day dinner, that's on the list now, for sure. I need to make up for lost time. I'm adding it all. But, so we basically have the biggest table we can fit in our largest room of the flat. And we can, however many seats we can fit around that table, we fill with people. And I absolutely love it. And, so let me set the scene. So it's summer, so there's going to be the guests to come, probably about 9 to 10 of them, because that's all we can fit. There'll be a barbecue on.
Oh, yeah.
On this barbecue, I will cook everything.
The Blokes burger, mate.
The Blokes burger's coming out, obviously, 100%. There's going to be ribs. There's going to be 2 types of ribs. There's going to be a wet marinade and a dry rub rib. Yeah. There's going to be steak, sous videing for 2 hours, just finished on the barbecue. There's going to be wings. Everything you can imagine, I'm going to cook. There's going to be very few sides. So the vegetarian's going to struggle because it's going to be... Your sides will be lesser meats. Fish, pork... They'll be the sides. They're the vegetables of the evening.
Yeah.
And then you've got just beef and chicken, everything to fill it up. So so that's the food. We're gonna fill ourselves as much as we can. Have plenty of drinks. Then, because it's a barbecue, so this is going to be 4 or 5. It's going to be an early dinner. We're then heading over to the park across the road from my house with an American football with the pigskin.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what you're wearing. You're going to be wearing your blue blazer and brogues. You're going to be wearing whatever you turned up in.
Absolutely standard.
Absolutely. And we're going on that field.
Red chinos for the barbie.
Red.
Oh God.
I didn't ask the colour. I didn't think about the colour of them.
The red trues, baby. The red trues.
Perfect. You're definitely going to be a running back in those. So you get given your position. There'll be 2 quarterbacks. It will probably be me and Adam because I don't know if anyone else will know the rules. But hey, who knows? And we'll be running plays for the until the light goes down. Then we head back and we just finish the night strong. The whiskies will come out, the ports will come out, the wines will come out, and we just finish the night strong like that. And it's that's the dream. That's 100% the dream, and I cannot wait to organise that and get the ball rolling for that one for sure.
Oh, mate, sounds amazing. Yeah, and having been to 1 or 2 of these special gatherings over the years, I can attest to their greatness. They are, they are something to behold, particularly the barbecue element. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterclass, ladies and gentlemen. Serious masterpiece. We should live stream it next time.
Mate, why not? Absolutely.
Blokes podcast live stream where we get some sort of Buddha bar DJ music in the background and then speed it up or some, you frying stuff up on the grilling stuff on the barbecue.
Great shout. I like it.
Guys, yeah. I'm going to put the gavel down on this particular thing because I feel like it needs a gavel. It's just so satisfying. Our 3 things.
Do it.
Okay, I'm not finished with the summer though.
Of course not.
Let's carry on. Let's keep the summer vibes going because I'm having such a good time with this chat.
Yeah.
Let's move it on to something slightly different. So I want to just, again, paint a second pitch for you. You've already got a masterpiece canvas I painted for you already. I'm painting a second one for you right now.
Right,
so I finished I finished my teaching today. I get to my car. It's been in the sun the entire time. I open the door. I sit in, and the heat hits you. It's hot. It's humid.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not humid at all. It's the opposite. It's dry. It's super hot though, and I'm just like burning. I do not put the AC on. I go to turn the. What's that? Sorry?
Because your car's not got it.
Yeah, it does have it. It's throw me on the bus there.
Sorry, I'm stinging you. Sorry.
That's cool. So I do not put the AC on purpose. Okay, I want that heat. I want it. I love it. It feels good. I then go to put music on. That's the question. What do I go to? What's the album?
Oh, yeah.
I've got that feeling. The sun is just boiling down. It's the first time I've got this feeling. It's hot in the car, and I don't care, and I'm just loving it, and I'm driving home. What's blaring?
Oh.
So I kind of wanted to know what you guys would put on in that situation.
Oh man, I know the feeling. It's incredible, and sometimes it catches you off guard a little bit when it's you've realised it's a nice day, but then you get in the car and you sort of pull out of wherever you're parked and start driving, and you're like, oh god, this is a really good day. And you wind the windows down or whatever, and you think, "Oh, this is it, man! I could be in Malibu. Like this is the day. Oh my god, it's only April. This is so good.
Oh god,
that's me.
I was going to say. I love it how you're giving the Barry Biggins about all your aircon, yet at the same time in your car you have to wind the window down. What sort of car is this?
No, this is what we're saying. We don't want the AC. We're saying we don't want it. We want the initial like sauna heat, and that's when the eyes light up, and then when we move away. Now I'm putting the windows down, arms out, tunes are blaring.
I appreciate that, but I've been in your car and there is no winding, there's no rolling of the windows down. It's not some sort of late 90s Skoda. I appreciate the heat, it's the action. It's just, in all civilised cars, it's just a gentle press and down it goes. Whereas in Adam's car, it's sort of, right, got to crank it down now, put some coal in the engine. At least I've got my AC. Sorry,
no car for you. You're not riding my car ever again.
I'm walking to the lads' holiday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not getting a lift to the airport. But
sorry, do continue with your lovely idea now I've finished writing it.
The thing is, winding the window down is kind of one of those things that is always going to... Pressing. No, I'm saying winding the window down is always one of those phrases that will never be replaced, I don't think. It's kind of... because it's like ingrained in people's minds about that's what you do when you wind the window down, even though everybody knows nowadays pretty much you press a button, right? It's kind of like asking for the bill. Like, you don't mime pressing the card machine, do you? You mime signing a check, right?
Yeah.
But nobody does that, but everybody knows what it means, and everybody does that mime, right? Like answering a phone, you kind of, when you're miming that to somebody, you pick it up off something, and it's got your thumb and your little finger, like the old-fashioned phone. Like, it doesn't look like an iPhone, does it? Yeah, you don't just hold your hand flat against the side of your head to sort of suggest a phone. So those things stay, baby, whether you like them or not.
Yeah,
good save.
VCR. They don't know they're born now. They don't know they're born nowadays.
Oh man, yeah, exactly.
Dear.
Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in because I did this exact thing the other day, and the first thing that came on, the very best of the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, track 1, and it just like that, it just kicks in straight away, and it's when it gets to the boom ba boom 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 ba dum ba dum dum dum, like just the sun is just blaring. It's just so good. Oh man, that's my one, because I used to, when I was a kid, teenager, I used to cycle around all over God knows where, but like in the summer I'd have my headphones in. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I didn't care. I was 15. And
Don't care.
just blaring, don't care. Just blaring the very best of the Beach Boys, which I'm sure makes me seem like the biggest dork under the sun, but I don't care.
15-year-old listens to the Beach Boys. That's amazing.
I know.
You've lucked out, and it's cool now. You've lucked out massively, because when we were 15, it would not have been cool to be listening to them. 100%.
No way. Oh, no.
Nowadays it is, though. I guarantee you, if you're a 15-year-old now and you listen to the Beach Boys, you're the coolest kid in school.
Oh man, you know what? I was teaching in a school today, and but sort of between lessons, and this sort of chavvy-looking kid walks into my sort of music room, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. It's the cocky little chavvy lad who's like, I don't know, just gonna mouth off or whatever. And he's like, "Is that Elvis?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And he said, "What you were just playing there?" 'Cause I was just noodling about on the guitar. He's like, "Is that Elvis Presley?" And I'm like, yes. How on earth did you know that? Because it was like a quite obscure, like early Elvis thing. I was just noodling about. And he looked like and he sounded like a chav. Looked like a chav. He had Air Max trainers on, which I'm sure weren't allowed in school. He had, and I was just absolutely floored by the fact that he knew this obscure Elvis track. And I was
brilliant.
like, yeah, it was. Do you like Elvis? And he's like, yeah, I love it. And then just walked out. Literally just turned his back and walked out. That was it.
Oh, no. You're like, no, please come back.
Please chat with me.
Let me teach you.
Please chat with me about obscure old Elvis Presley songs, please. I'm dead bored. Oh, man. So, I was just... So it kind of like... I mean, I have very little faith in humanity, particularly children. And just this like chavvy kid walking in and liking Presley, the king... it just it just lit a tiny little flame inside me of like, maybe there is a tiny bit of hope. But
I think it is,
man.
And
then the next child came in and it just went gone.
Yeah, exactly. And then they don't even they can't even give me a single song, the name of any song or any artist in the world. The next child, they don't even they can't clap in time.
Oh god, mate.
That's the state of the world.
I really hope they.
Unfortunately.
I really hope they don't listen to the start of these podcasts where we try and clap in, because I mean that would be kettles and pots. But
we'll leave this one in, shall we? We'll leave this one in this week.
I feel like we've mentioned this clap a couple of times during the recording part of the podcast, and maybe listeners who haven't been on the show don't know what we're talking about. If we mention clapping, basically, if it's an episode where we're all in different places, we all have to sort of sync up our audio by clapping at the same time. And sometimes it proves difficult, especially when a professional drummer instigates the clap and other people don't clock what's going on. Everyone expects it to be right. 3, 2, 1. But we always go like you're counting in a song or something. So it throws the odd guest off, didn't it, Eric?
It may have done. I like it how you said everyone. That was very diplomatic of you, making it feel like I was some sort of more than just one cretin that you have on the show every now and again when you want to appear highbrow. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't want to drop him in it, but even Pete, who came on the show, who is also a professional musician, he ballsed it up as well. So you don't have to be a muso to get it right.
That
you're not
makes
alone.
me feel
You're safe.
Slightly better. Slightly. I don't know, but hey.
Oh dear. Amazing. Okay, cool. So Beach Boys greatest. Is this greatest hit? Sorry, or is this which album was this?
It's the very best of. Tough one. I have to say the very best of the Beach Boys. Sorry, I won't do Partridge ever again. I'll stop. Sorry, I will stop.
But listen though, as funny as that is, it's so true for so many bands.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Definitely.
The greatest hits is the best album you could buy, and you don't need to buy any more.
Yeah.
You've done it. You've done all the hard work. Move on to the next band.
Whoever's compiled the album, they've done the legwork for you. You know what? I think some bands are a bit different. Like Beatles, for example. I think that's why it was that joke was so funny, because the Beatles have got incredible album tracks and all that sort of thing. But one of my favourite bands of all time, the Eagles, I've got all their albums and I've listened to all the album tracks, and I'm like, nah, it's just dirt. If it's not on the album, if it's not on the greatest hits, it's just rubbish. They're one of those bands that they do really crap songs and then incredible songs. and it just makes the greatest hits, and I'll just stick with that now.
To be fair, the Eagles' greatest hits is 2 discs of like, I don't know, 16 tracks a piece. Like it's a good amount of songs as well. Like,
True.
To be fair to them, but I do agree. I haven't